What's up, guys? It's Casey Zogelman, aka the Fourth Sanderson Sister, coming at you with a Hocus Pocus 2 teaser trailer breakdown. Yes, we are finally breaking down the trailer that made me break down on Tuesday. If you haven't watched that video, it has become rapidly the most popular video on my channel currently, and you can watch it by clicking on this thing right here if you want to see me ugly cry over a trailer. I mean, I got emotional real fast. It was a lot of fun. Which, by the way, if any of you thought I was hamming it up for the camera, I promise you that was 100% real. Anyway, today we are breaking down the trailer. I have done some screenshots that I needed to look at. I have analyzed things. I have made notes. Also, real quick, my hair is sopping wet right now because I just got out of the shower because it is 10 o'clock at night and I just got home from a family thing. Fireworks ran late. I'm tired, so I'm going to try to do this as concisely as I can. But you know what? I'm talking about Hocus Pocus. I can focus. Let's do this. Alright, so we're going to go frame by frame through the teaser trailer. I've got my notes right here, that way I can reference them throughout because there was a lot that I needed to look at and there's a lot we need to talk about. So let's just get started with that first frame of the bird flying over the water. Well, that's not just any bird, ladies and gentlemen. That was a red-winged blackbird. Yes, I googled it to make sure I knew what kind of bird it was. It is a red-winged blackbird. I have a lot of information to vomit at you, so sit back. There is no mistakes in this kind of thing. They did not make a mistake or anything when they were using this specific bird. In symbolism, a red-winged blackbird means many things. For example, the dark wings represent a connection with the other world and the mysteries of humanity. Who comes from the other world? Although welcoming red-winged blackbirds is a good omen for the future, black has a much more profound and unsettling significance because it symbolizes death, mysticism, and sorcery. That seems in keeping with our theme for Hocus Pocus, doesn't it? It also kind of seems like this is gonna be the prologue? Maybe? I don't know. In this frame, we don't see anything but water and the bird. Another essential symbolic meaning is the sacrality, I can't read tonight, it's late, of the nest and thus the family. In addition, the bird is also a symbol of change. I wonder what's going to be changing in this. Could it be that if this happens to be the prologue, 3 little girls are going to be changing from good guys to bad guys? Who knows? Interesting thought. It signifies a big revolution and a possible significant mark of a person who can leave. A person can leave in this world. It is a new beginning, new possibilities, and overcoming some troubles to only get to a new level. Something monumental is going to affect you as an individual. You can look at it as an opportunity to grow. New obstacles signify powerful forces that will develop within you that will allow you to rise above everything and get through every life problem. Another vital symbol represented by the bird is family, companionship, and teamwork. Who's that sound like? Since the female and male birds have different coloration in some parts of their bodies, there is a symbolic meaning of your inner spirit, which is different and unique at the same time. Red-winged blackbirds symbolize good luck, protection, prosperity, and guardian angels looking over you. So, a little theory I've got about this here bird. I don't know why I said it like that, I just felt like it. So, could this be a shape-shifted Hannah Waddingham? Could this be a shape-shifted Hannah Waddingham? She's the bird? I think that'd be interesting. Because as you can see in this frame, this is the second frame, but we're still hanging with the birdie. We're flying over what we can only assume is Salem. But it doesn't look like modern-day Salem, does it? Nay, it looks like prologue Salem, like 1600s Salem, like baby Sanderson sisters Salem. So, I'm thinking that bird might be Hannah Waddingham, shapeshifted into a bird, and I think this is going to be something pretty significant, because they did not make a mistake in using the red-winged blackbird. Like I said, it's got the symbolism in it that I think is going to be really important. Like what I read off about it, symbolizing death, mysticism, and sorcery. Witches. The witches. And it also signifies family, companionship, and teamwork. The bird is going to be representative of the Sanderson sisters, and I really think it's going to be more along the lines of when they're coming into their powers. This bird is flying overhead in the prologue, so it's sending the signal of change, but it's change for them, from regular children to witches. It's going to be interesting. Also, can we point out the fact that it completely mimics Sarah flying over Salem in the prologue of the first one? Good job, Disney. Good job. Good job, Ann Fletcher. Very proud of you for that one. So yes, those are the first two frames, is with the bird over the water, and then with the scenery. Like I said, I don't think it's modern day Salem. I think it's going to be the bird flying overhead in the prologue to kick things off. Now, we're going to go through the next few pretty quickly, for the simple fact that it's mostly just introducing characters. So in the third frame, we see the school, and then we see the first close-up of one member of our new good guys, and that would be Miss Cassie. At least I think that's Cassie. I'm pretty sure that's Cassie, who, as has been rumored, is the daughter of Mayor Trask, or she's related to him in some manner. She seemed a little nervous around Becca, so I don't know if it's because Becca's like the weird girl in school. Oh, this kid's supposed to be a witch kind of thing, but she seemed pretty chill. She doesn't seem like the mean girl she was originally rumored to be, which brings me to my next frame. We see Becca for the first time. And she's the one we kind of have to worry about, as she's the one who brings the Sanderson sisters back and is eventually going to try to kill them, and we don't want that, do we? But yeah, that's clearly Whitney Peake's character, Becca, after Cassie. And then we get to see the new trio full on. And if we look in the background right about here, I can't tell because Cassie's shoulder's blocking it, but it looks like their school is home of the fighting. It either says Puritans or Pilgrims. I can't tell. It looks like a U, so it's home of the fighting Puritans, I believe, which we all know what they did to the Sanderson sisters in 1693, so that'll be interesting. So yeah, I think that's going to be... It might not be significant, but I think it's an interesting little thing for a mascot. But yeah, we see the three new girls, Izzy on the left, Becca in the middle, Cassie on the right. Or, no, Izzy on the right and Cassie on the left. Stage right and stage left for us. Yeah, so that's the new trio. We get to see them for the first time. And then we get into the interesting stuff. The next one we get to go take a look at is the magic shop, which, as we can very plainly see, has been made out of the Sanderson sister cottage. It's their home. We've got the water wheel over here. The water wheel's still a thing. So they've really, like, built up the city around the cottage since we last saw it in 1993, because it was kind of off in an abandoned part of town, really. So they really have modernized the area if they decided to make that into a magic shop. Which, again, I don't know why they would do that, considering in the first one, Allison's like, a lot of spooky things happen there. And if we look in the junior novelization, which is over on my shelf, a lot of spooky things meant people were having mysterious heart attacks and dying in there. So, yeah, maybe not the best place for a magic shop, but what do I know? I don't work there. It's their idea. They can do whatever they want. So, yeah, Becca and Izzy are going to the magic shop. Odds are they are regulars there because Becca supposedly a practicing witch. Now, something else I noticed is there is a trolley. There is a rumored trolley chase scene going to be happening, so I think our little trolley over here is going to be making an appearance later, and he's going to be a lot more significant than he is right now. So yeah, not a lot to say on that part. Now, this one you guys have been asking me about for a couple of days. Our next frame showed a black cat. Everybody keeps asking me, do you think that's Binks? Is it Binks? Is Binks back? No. Guys, I love you. No. Binks is absolutely not back. He got his happy ending. How I'm looking at it is, odds are this is like your shop mascot. This cat just lives at the magic shop. He's kind of a draw for people to come in. It's kind of like how some libraries have library cats, and the cats just roam the stacks and hang out, and that's their home, and the staff take care of them. I think this cat's kind of gonna be like the store mascot and kind of be like a library cat. He's probably not gonna be able to talk, not gonna be able to do anything. He's just a cat, or she could be a she. We don't know, but yeah, I think it's just gonna be a cat. I think that's just a little Easter egg for us, feeling like, look, new black cat, but this one doesn't talk. It's just a cat. So yeah. I don't think we have too much to look at right there, other than it's a cat, and there's a crystal ball behind it, which I'm assuming is either going to come in handy later, or it's just there for decoration. So, we finally get a good look at, Gilbert, and he is played by Sam Richardson. He's the one saying that legend has it that on your on a witch's 16th birthday, she gets her powers, or something like that. On her 16th birthday, legend has it that on the 16th birthday is when a witch gets her powers, I think is what he says. Sorry, I had to readjust. So, I think he's gonna be a lot more significant than just plot point, just exposition. I think he's, honest to God, I think he's gonna be more significant than Becca. So, I guess we'll find out. He seems interesting. I'm interested to know more about him. I'm not gonna say I'm more interested in him than the witches, because that'd be a dang lie. But, I'm interested to see what they do with him, and kind of what his purpose is other than exposition. I have an interesting feeling that he's gonna be tied in with Billy more than he is the others. I don't know why, I just have a feeling. Just an idea. So, he seems pretty cool. That's about it for him. He's the owner of the magic shop, probably sells Becca the dark flame candle, which we'll get to in a second. So, the next frame I have is the 9th frame that I have gone through. This is clearly Becca's birthday ritual. If you notice, I was wrong about the crescent moon in the title. It is still a full moon. It is absolutely still a full moon, but it is the exact same orange as the moon on the VHS and the poster and stuff like that. So, good Easter egg. I like it. Very good. So, it looks like we're doing a full moon thing again. It is not involving a crescent moon like I thought previously, just because it was in the title, which makes me wonder what the whole swirly vortex thing in the O is again. If you haven't watched that video, you can watch it by clicking on this thing right here. I went into detail about the symbolism I believe I saw in the logo. So once Becca's birthday ritual starts, that's when we see this quick frame of a child running in the woods, and we hear the Ichitacapita Malika Mystica, but it doesn't sound like our girls. It sounds like miniature versions of our girls. So I'm thinking it's the child voices. So the young Sanderson sisters voiceover. So I think who is running is one of them, likely Winnie. I'm not 100% sure, but because all we could see was her feet and a shadow. But the significance of that might be that maybe flashbacks are getting intertwined with the ongoing story. I think that would be interesting, because that's something they didn't do last time. I guess we'll find out. Could just still be for the prologue. I also really like the fact that they went with the overlay of the child Sanderson sisters immediately morphing into the adult Sanderson sisters. That was really cool. It was a very cool effect, and I really, really liked it. By the way, in this little scene, we really kind of hear some of John Debney's score, and just... oh, and it's stuff from the first movie that you can hear in the undertones, and I was just like, oh my gosh, it's the Debney score, yes. Oh, still gives me chills. Yes. Okay, so as the birthday ritual is going on and the voiceovers are happening, in the next frame we see our little old buddy, hanging out on the shelf. It's Book. We get to see Book for the first time. And he looks good, except for one thing. I think we can all agree we don't like the CGI for his eye. I'm not crazy about that. I mean, the animatronic was fine, guys. I get it. We were cutting corners, but I'm sure he's in storage somewhere. Why not just get him out? Put him out. He still exists, I'm sure. So... I don't know. I'm not wild about the CGI thing for the eyeball. Wasn't crazy about it. Other than that, a little glimpse of him, he looked really good. Really excited to see Book again. But speaking of Book, he is on the shelf next to something that I called when the image dropped. I was freaking right. Replicas! He's got friends! He's got friends on the bookshelf. There are replicas of the Sanderson Sisters spellbook, which I honest to goodness think is going to be causing them trouble. I really think that's going to cause them some trouble. So, I love the fact that I was right, that they are selling replica spellbooks in the shop. I just find it interesting that Book is hanging out with them. I feel like you would have him on display somewhere, so I'm wondering how he ended up on the shelf. If that even is our book, it could be a different one. I don't know. Could be one of the replicas coming to life. I don't know. But they're replicas. There are replicas. So I was right about something, and I'm really happy about that. If you want to see the full video for that, click on this thing right here. So yeah, that was the next frame, as we get to see Book kind of shaking on the shelf, like the witches are coming back. Which brings me to the dark flame candle. It's not the black flame candle, it's the dark flame candle that I'm assuming was bought from the magic shop. And it doesn't look exactly the same like the other one. It's probably more like I said, it's probably bought from the magic shop. It's kind of got some bluish wax going on. It's a little crooked. It's interesting to see how that would work, because obviously in the next frame that I'm going to talk about, Becca's like, whoa, that worked. That wasn't supposed to happen. But yeah, I definitely think this is a different candle. It is definitely not the same candle. So I think this is just going to be a candle that Becca purchased, and she was going to do her birthday ritual that she was talking about with it, and then chaos ensues. Also, real quick, I need to backtrack for a minute because I forgot to talk about Billy's gravestone. That was pretty big because I got too distracted talking about the witch's voiceovers. That was about the time we saw the gravestone. Billy's coming back, obviously, but it looks like he's coming a different way this time, because why would Winifred be summoning him after she knows he's a traitor? So, there's a shovel. Somebody is digging him up. I'm wondering who that is right now. My thought is Gilbert. I think Gilbert might be the one who is summoning him, which would be interesting. If you want my opinion, I think I think those two are going to be tied closer together. I don't know why, I just do. So, Billy's coming back. Somebody be digging him up. I'm really thinking it's going to be, Sam Richardson's character, Gilbert. I think it's going to be interesting like that. Okay, moving forward again. So the next frame... Whew, this is a long breakdown. The next frame, clearly it's the summoning, and this is when the Sanderson sisters are coming back. When we all get really, really, really excited and happy. The earth is splitting open. It's kind of in a similar style to the earthquake under the house in the first one. Only instead of a green glow, it's a red glow. So if we get a 3, will it be a purple glow for Sarah? So it looks like the sisters are going to materialize in the forest. Now, how would they end up in the forest if they were summoned from under their house last time? Could it have something to do with when they went kaboom? Their dust kind of settled in that area, maybe? Because wind's a thing. Wind is a thing. So their dust could have settled there. Could just be because Becca just discovered, oh crap, I have powers. They're just gonna show up there? I don't know. It's interesting to see why they would be in the forest. I feel like that's going to have some significance. I feel like the forest itself is going to have some significance because we saw a lot of symbolism with the forest. Saw a lot of shots of the forest. So we'll see what happens there. The symbol in the ground is obviously the impossible trident. And the red glow clearly be showing the depths of the netherworld. And the 3 prongs indicates where each sister will reappear, which we are all looking forward to that moment. We are all looking forward to that moment. Just with bated breaths, we are waiting. I'm just going to play the clip for the next part.
Lock up your children! Yes, Salem, we're back!
I don't think any explanation is needed here. Other than they're back. And we're all really, really excited about it. They are back. So, in the 16th frame, or 17th, I've lost count, is the Salem Scarefest. We get a look at the dude who says, hey, it's the Sanderson sisters. I bet you're looking for the stage. Well, I did a little looky-loo around him. He is talking to what seems to be a cop. Is this a real cop? Or are we getting an Easter egg to our buddy Eddie in the first movie? Because if that's just a costume, kudos for pulling that off twice. The stand that they are chilling by is clearly some sort of food service stand because you can see where food trays are set up. They are covered. Obviously, these are warming trays of some sort. And the person who's bent over here is dressed up as a skeleton. Again, another Easter egg from the first film with the skeleton crew who was singing at the town hall at the party. So this guy, I don't think he's going to necessarily have any significance other than being like, yo, let me point you to the stage because you gotta sing. Yeah, you gotta sing. So I don't know that he's going to have a whole lot to do with anything other than that. But we're clearly at Salem Scarefest. We get to see a little bit more of it in the next frame where our beautiful girls are in dead center. There's some kind of game going on behind Mary. A couple people in costumes. Nothing really significant there. But if we zoom in closer to our dear sister Sarah, there is a little thing on the ground that is moving. It's one of Mary's Roombas. So, it's actually a shark vacuum. Hocus Pocus guy corrected me on that, but I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to call it a Roomba. I don't care what brand it is. All of them are Roombas to me. They are all robot vacuums, ergo they are all Roombas to me. So, one of Mary's Roombas is following them around, and I love it so much. I love it so much because we know Mary. We know Mary. She's gonna be so cute with those gosh darn Roombas. And I cannot wait for it. I need fan art of her petting and taking care of the Roombas like right now. So if one of y'all wants to get on that and then send it to me, I will be forever grateful. Oh my gosh. I need to see that. I think that's how that's gonna go too, because it's just how Mary is. She would absolutely get attached to the dang Roombas, and it would be so stinking cute. It would be so stinking cute and so pure raw Mary energy, and I'm digging it. Okay. Whew. That is the entire trailer. So, we saw a lot of really cool stuff in this. We saw some mimic shots, like that first one really mimicking how Sarah was going through. We got to hear some of the original score, which made me so happy. We got a lot of looks at stuff that might be significant later, might not be, like the Fighting Puritans thing. I really think that's going to be significant, if not just for the fact that there's a prologue where I think we're going to be dealing with some Puritans versus the little baby Sanderson sisters. We will see what goes on there. This is about this is going on half an hour, and it's almost 10:30. I'm getting very tired. So I'm just going to go ahead and wrap it up here. If you guys spotted anything else that I might have missed, please leave that in the comments down below, and I will address it. I think the next video I'm going to do, I think you guys have been good enough over the last couple of days that I will give you another video this week. I'll go ahead and do the top 5 Winifred Sanderson moments in Hocus Pocus, and then next Monday I'm going to look at the 2 official posters for Hocus Pocus 2, and break those down and see if I can find anything in those, because I'm sure I will. I can look for anything and find something in these things. So if you guys have any ideas on what some of this stuff might mean, I think a lot of the significance is just going to come out of the symbolism of the bird at the beginning. Other stuff will probably show itself later on once we get a trailer, but seriously, I need fan art of Mary and the Roombas, like, right now. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new to the channel, please remember to drop a like and subscribe if you haven't. It's free, it helps me, and what helps me helps you guys get more great content like this. I have issued you a challenge, which you guys have almost finished. If we can hit 1,000 subscribers by September 15th, I will be doing a live stream watch-along of Hocus Pocus on September 29th, the night before Hocus Pocus 2 drops. I will be going live. I will press play on my screen. You guys will I'll tell you to press play on yours, and we will watch Hocus Pocus together. You guys can ask me questions. We will do a running commentary in the chat. We will just hang out, have a good night before the new movie drops, and content Armageddon strikes me. So it's going to be a lot of fun. I think we're really close to hitting that in the next couple of days. The teaser trailer reaction has really, really, really amped up the views I have gotten, which I'm very, very grateful for. So yes, the overall goal is to get 1,000 of you by the time Hocus Pocus 2 drops on September 30th. I will be doing a full watch-along on the channel. I'm very excited about it. I'll be sitting down to watch the movie, and I will be recording my reaction to it. I'll give you more details on that later. As we get closer, which it's getting a lot closer now. We are either right at or under 90 days now, folks. Oh boy. It's happening. If you're a regular on the channel, please remember to drop a like and share your comments down below. And especially if you are new here, please share your thoughts down below about the teaser trailer and the stuff I have broken down. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm Casey Zogelman, aka the 4th Sanderson sister, and I will see you witches and wizards later.
I am